dengan sewenang-wenangnya. Is it possible to me to enter into another people's country without their permission? Is it can be done? Cannot. So the problem here with the said issue of Lotus and Ichman, can you all describe me? Hi Sri, good evening. Can you all describe to me? Can you all describe to me how you all look into the idea of Ichman and Lotus case? Do Lotus case also sesuatu yang begitu dahsyat? Adakah Lotus case ini yang berlaku di mana high sea, isn't it true? When it's happened in high sea, Turki dan France punya kapal ni telah pun collided dekat high sea. Apa berlaku di high sea? What happened di high sea? Is it they have the jurisdiction or mereka tiada jurisdiction di high sea? Do you have jurisdiction in high sea or don't have? Tak ada kan? High sea is a tempat yang kita panggil apa? Supernova, international law. It means you cannot have any jurisdiction in the state high sea. So when you don't have any jurisdiction in the state high sea, Turkey are taking away the people who actually done for them wrong lah, and mereka bawa mereka ke mana? Domestic law mereka ke dalam negara mereka, dan mereka disabitkan dengan manslaughter. Do you think that is actually correct? Are we going to agree on that? So Lotus case itu sangat penting kerana Lotus case itu membawa kepada dua perkara yang sangat penting, itu apa? Prinsip kewilayaan, di mana anda kena lihat kepada prinsip apa? Prinsip objektif dan prinsip subjektif. Why it is prinsip objektif dan prinsip subjektif diguna di dalam prinsip kewilayaan ialah objektif bermaksud dia bermula dalam wilayahnya tetapi disempurnakan di luar negara. Sorry, itu subjektif. Subjektif bermaksud bermula dalam wilayahnya, disempurnakan di luar negara. Ini sangat kita kena ingat ni dengan betul-betul lah. Subjektif, objektif. Objektif ialah dia bermula di luar negara tetapi disempurnakan di dalam wilayahnya. So objektif ialah bermula di luar negara. So anda kena tulis objektif ialah ia bermula dari luar negara tapi berakhir di dalam negara atau di dalam wilayahnya. So boleh tak Turki claim di bawah mana? Turki akan claim di bawah mana? So anda pastikan anda ingat Turki, France, anda ingatkan senang saja. Anda ingatkan bahawa ia adalah jatuh di bawah prinsip objektif. Why prinsip objektif? Bermula di luar tetapi berakhir di mana? Di dalam wilayahnya. Tetapi itu yang ada confusion tau. Bagaimana kita boleh kata dia berakhir di wilayahnya tau? Macam mana kita nak kata? Dia memang berada di tempat yang tak ada jurisdiction langsung. How you all probably think that they will come into that kind of fact? Anyone can explain on that? Logically what they will say? They will say what? They will say 20 20 means how they going to see? You all know right what I'm saying here, right? I'm saying that objective is what? Objective means bermula di luar negara, berakhir di dalam wilayahnya. Correct? So how are you all going to do that? How are you going to look into it? So that means they are saying what? The territory of high sea ialah luar negara, the dalam negara ialah Turki. That means they bring them into the state of Turkey. Can we say like that? Then it will be what? Then it will be imposed what? Then it will be imposed the idea of jurisdiction dalam isu berkaitan dengan apa? Isu berkaitan dengan territorial ataupun isu berkaitan dengan bidang kuasa negara berdasarkan kepada prinsip kewilayahan. Berdasarkan kepada prinsip apa? Kewilayahan. You all got it now? Tetapi bila kita bercakap tentang bidang kuasa ini, if you look into the notes, kindly look into the notes. There are the words, some of the words are important there. The prescriptive, you all can see right? Ada kan prescriptive kan? Kalau anda lihat kepada yang bentuk tulisan itu, anda boleh lepas tu cover back into your yang words yang saya dapat. right or not? So anda boleh lihat kepada bentuk, hi sir, anda boleh lihat kepada bentuk scanning dulu. Go to the PIL, look into the PIL and go into that scanning first, the one, the attachment yang ada tulisan. Now can see the tulisan, the prinsip bidang kuasa, right? Anda boleh nampakkan the territorial principle. So I already enhanced it with the wording, words. I already done it in the words for you all. So you all will not take so much of time later to rewrite or redo. But anyway, you're going to go for physical exam, so there's no such thing as copy and paste there lah. Okay, so you're going to go for your final exam. The final exam is writing. So bila anda tulis, anda kena bermula dengan bagaimana anda lihat kepada prinsip-prinsip yang perkara-perkara penting dalam penguatkuasaan isu berkaitan dengan preskriptif tersebut. The word I always say is preskriptif jurisdiction atau jurisdiction atau bidang kuasa perspektif, bermaksud kuasa untuk mengubah undang-undang atau menentukan undang-undang dan power to enforce them, iaitu enforcement jurisdiction. What is the meaning of enforcement jurisdiction? Adakah enforcement jurisdiction ini adalah lebih kepada your domestic right? Is it perspective ini? Is it this perspective means that you have power within your country? That means you can do a law. That law will give you the enforcement right against any party who came into your country. For example, Singapore. Normally, what will happen in Singapore? Drugs issue. Malaysian going into the Singapore, been caught with drug, mostly got what? Hang, isn't it? Do Singapore is listening to the international level? Do Singapore is listening to international level? Let's say Malaysia is saying that janganlah menghukum, dia masih lagi seorang yang tiada pengalaman, maka dia sudah pun melakukan satu perkara. Dia orang semua sebenarnya tidak mengetahui akan dia orang tahu bahawa tidak boleh bawa benda ni. Mungkin mereka buat berdasarkan untuk satu isu, mungkin kekurangan kewangan, masalah keluarga, macam-macam lah. So mereka nak cuba masuk ke dalam Singapore dan mereka cuba nak menjual ataupun membawa drugs tersebut. Bukan nak jual pun, they are not a drug pusher, they only trafficking only. They just want it bring like a parcel and give to somebody there. So, do you think the government apabila mereka melaksanakan undang-undang yang boleh menjadikan hukuman gantung itu ialah hukuman gantung seperti mandatory, even the president will not give any pardon, Do you think that is absolute power for that said country? What do you think? Can I say that it's absolute? Yes. So, when you say it's absolute, don't you think it also can happen in Malaysia? Malaysia pun pernah menggantungkan beberapa rakyat Australia kan yang membawa drugs trafficking ke dalam negara ini. Yes. That's why you all got some of the case law which you all have to look into. Prinsip-prinsip preskriptif ini, anda boleh lihat di dalam isu berkaitan dengan Lotus, iaitu sesebuah negara boleh menegaskan bidang kuasanya di dalam negaranya sendiri. Nah, itu perkataan yang spesifik. Menegaskan undang-undangnya, melaksanakan undang-undangnya di dalam negaranya sendiri. And also anda ada kes berkaitan dengan Joyce versus DPP yang menyatakan seorang yang bertindak mengkhianati takhta kerajaan didakwa di bawah akta pengkhianatan tidak kira walaupun di mana perbuatannya itu dilakukan. This Joyce case, he used the said passport British, and he also collaborating with the enemy of the state for the Britain, when the World War II happened. So because of that, dia dikenakan tindakan kerana menggunakan pasport Britain. So itulah kes Joyce yang saya akan bincangkan nanti. Tapi dekat sini ialah ada isu berkaitan pengkhianatan kepada negaranya sendiri, itu dalam negara yang dia memiliki pasport. Adakah bermaksud bahawa negara Britain itu boleh mengenakan tindakan terhadapnya? Boleh. Atas dasar apa? Pengkhianatan. Maka preskriptif ini adakah masih lagi boleh laksanakan dalam isu enforcement of law? Boleh. So dia sangat senang tau. Anda hanya ada isu berkaitan dengan preskriptif ini, Anda hanya ada isu berkaitan dengan kes Lotus ini, Anda hanya ada isu berkaitan dengan kes Joyce ini, dan Anda boleh pergi kepada isu seterusnya. Itu Anda boleh terus masuk kepada prinsip-prinsip bidang kuasa. But other than that, everything is something to do with what, always like something to elaborate further. Something I said just now, like sifat bidang kuasa mutlak. That means the nation has the power because of the word said by our Mr. Mr. Shankar just now, which stated what? Sovereignty. Sovereignty here means what? Kedaulatan. Adakah kedaulatan itu boleh dicerobohi? Can anyone come to the country and say, this is what you must do? Sovereignty itu sangat-sangat penting. So, bila kita pergi kepada prinsip-prinsip bidang kuasa, ini semua adalah recap balik last week punya isu berkaitan dua kes Lotus, Eachman. The latest one I say just now berkaitan dengan pengkhianatan is Joyce. But Eachman, Lotus, I have elaborated it very well. I believe you all still can remember the Eachman and Lotus. Eachman case, as said by our Miss Kate just now, Eachman is much more issue related to Israel government will go into another country, sovereignty issue, whereby that person ialah orang siapa? Jerman yang melakukan satu bentuk pembunuhan yang beramai-ramai itu melibatkan 4.5 juta orang Israel. So, pembunuhan itu menyebabkan mereka menangkap Eachman, bawa balik dia ke Israel dan memberikan hukuman. Boleh ke tidak? Dari segi enforcement itu boleh. So, ini semua anda sudah faham kan? You all clear? Preskriptif itu. You all clear on enforcement law. You all clear on 3 cases. Eachman, Lotus, Joyce. Okay? You all got it? Any question on the said case? Can we go further? On the 5 principle. Excellent. Okay. Say it very carefully on the first principle because your problematic question will come within this dalam isu berkaitan ini 5 keadaan. Dia akan jatuh dalam 5 keadaan. Because anda tahu pengiktirafan mereka sudah pun tanya. Okay, the Tinoco one, I think you all answered already. The pengiktirafan, de jure, de facto, and all that. Anda sudah pun konstruktif and all that kan. Konstitutif kan. Itu semua anda sudah pun dah habis. Correct or not? Okay, sekarang anda lebih kepada isu berkaitan bidang kuasa. Bidang kuasa lebih mengutamakan kedudukan 5 prinsip. First one ialah prinsip kewilayahan. Ini selalunya akan keluar. Ini pening kepala dekat mana tau. Yang selalu cikgu cakap tu berkaitan dengan subjektif dengan objektif. Ini kerana minda kita always reflect objective first. Our mind always go to objective first. Our mind will not go to subjective. But in the notes, if you all see, subjective is coming first. Objective later. So if you all change it, reverse the notes a bit. By putting objective first, then subjective, your mind will have an alert. That means objective is always first. When I say objective first, you must connect that objective towards kepada mana? Towards kepada case mana? Case Lotus. Why objective terus kepada case Lotus? Because objective ialah bermula ke berakhir? Tell me. Bermula di luar negara, berakhir di mana? Berakhir di dalam negara. Correct tak? Itulah objektif. Kan? Tengok. Objektif ialah bermula di luar negara, disempurnakan di dalam wilayahnya, menghasilkan akibat bahaya dalam wilayahnya. Nampak tak? So itulah objektif. So think first objektif. After you think objective, straight you think to excellent. After you think objective, you straight away think to what? Straight away think to the Lotus case. That's it. When you know that, then this issue berkaitan prinsip pertama, you win already. Anda sudah pun menang. You all won the first bidang kuasa itself, first principle itself. That means the territorial principle yang mana isu berkaitan dengan Lotus case lah yang dibincangkan dalam isu berkaitan dengan kewilayahan. But there are other cases lah, like this case company Navira. You see the case what happened? Lord Macmillan, okay, negara yang berdaulat patut punya bidang kuasa ke atas orang, harta yang berada di dalam wilayahnya, iaitu termasuk perkara sivil dan jenayah. Konsep wilayah termasuk udara, laut, wilayah, kapal, mengibarkan bendera, pelabuhan-pelabuhan dalam air, wilayah. Persoalannya biasa dibangkitkan isu adalah sama ada si pesalah harus didakwa di negara di mana ianya melakukan tindakan fizikal dan oleh mahkamah di negara, maka akibat tindakan si pesalah berkesan. Apa yang cuba dimaksudkan itu ialah prinsip dia lah, prinsip yang berkaitan dengan objektif dan subjektif. So company Navira itu hanya berkaitan dengan kedaulatan. Adakah mereka memiliki kuasa perspektif itu yang mana menunjukkan mereka ada kuasa enforcement itu. Akhirnya baru anda pergi kepada next page yang anda lihat kepada case Lotus itu. So when you all look into case Lotus sangat-sangat penting, because if you people write this length of case, you all can see it's only like 2.5 pages they wrote this. When they write these 2.5 pages, that means it's very need to be elaborated also like this in your exam. You cannot go and write simply only and talk about the fact and never goes into what happened, yang mana dia ada isu berkaitan kesimpulan. So yang fakta itu saya dah bagi tahu apa berlaku di perairan antarabangsa. Dan juga nama kapal, kalau boleh ingat, tolong ingat nama kapal tersebut. If you all can remember the name of the kapal, kindly remember the name of the kapal, okay, and it will be much more better. But if you look into the said perkara kesimpulannya, yang paling penting ialah mengapa France cuba melawan dalam kes ini. Why France says Turkey is supposed to not have jurisdiction? Because this is the problematic question. Obviously, what they're going to ask you ialah ada satu kapal mengibarkan bendera. Very simple. Maka bendera itu menunjukkan ianya adalah sebuah negara yang berada di dalam wilayah siapa? Contohnya mereka akan bagi macam wilayah Ethiopia lah, Navendra lah, all the kind of name lah. That's another thing in international law, which I also really don't like the question with the difficult name. Rutrania. Mostly they will come with this name, Rutrania. So got a lot of names, the jargons lah, for them lah. I don't know why they selected that kind of names. Maybe they got reason, they won't simply write it. So bila mereka memilih nama-nama itu, kita kena faham, dia akan tulis satu Rutrania. Rutrania ini telah mengibarkan flag di dalam kapalnya. Maka adakah ia merupakan negara itu yang boleh mendakwa rakyatnya? Adakah mereka boleh meminta rakyat yang ditahan di Turki boleh tak dibawa balik ke Prancis? Can or cannot? Can extradition be done? Let's say now I am the France. Can I ask the party of Turkey to send the person, the captain, the army, everyone back to me, France? Boleh ke tidak? What will be my argument? My solid argument. What will be my solid argument? Anyone have studied this? Heinz. Anyone studied? Sesiapa ada baca? Let's say I give a very common questions to you all. You all go into embassy, right? Indonesia embassy, India embassy, any embassy, France, Turkey, any embassy you all walk into. Which jurisdiction of law been imposed to us when we step into their territory, into their embassy? Undang-undang mana yang diguna pakai kalau saya masuk ke dalam embassy di Malaysia? Undang-undang negara dia kan. Apa cara mereka mempunyai kuasa? Sri, what the power they have? How we call and what the power that they have? Extended territory. You all have to remember this. They call what? Extended territory power or extended territory jurisdiction. Normally it's extended territory power lah, which means extended territorial power here means what? Means that your country could be there somewhere at Denmark, Europe, But from there, your power is coming where? To your embassy. So apa-apa undang-undang Denmark lah yang harus kita gunakan dalam embassy mereka walaupun dia berada di Malaysia. Bila saya melangkah masuk ke dalam Denmark saja, itu ialah negara. Embassy itu negara. Maka kapal itu adakah sebahagian daripada negara mereka? Bagaimana kita melihat kepada nationality sesebuah kapal? Bagaimana kita lihat nationality sesebuah syarikat? Bagaimana kita melihat kepada nationality sebuah vessel? Macam mana kita lihat semua? Inilah berdasarkan kepada apa? One word. We look into what? Why they always say a carrying woman, a pregnant woman, they cannot fly. In a certain month, right? They will say it cannot fly. Why? It's the restriction, right? The policy of the airlines lah. Mengapa? Kerana let's say tiba-tiba mereka melahirkan anak itu di dalam kapal tersebut, the nationality of the person akan mengikut apa? The nationality akan mengikut kapal itu di mana didaftarkan. You all got it dah? You all understand? It means what? That means if let's say the child born in US airplane in Boeing, which registered in US, the child will get what? The citizen of what? Citizen of US. Even though it is flying somewhere lah, but normally they will come back to their national and they will register here because the nationality of the father, because we got the issue of the keraiyatan jus soli and all that, right? Ada beberapa keraiyatan yang kita kena lihat lepas ni. Maka ini persoalan-persoalan penting di mana France akan menggunakan isu berkaitan dengan flag. Satu, France di bawah prinsip kewilayahan subjektif punya bidang preskriptif kerana berlaku di dalam atau di bawah kapal Perancis. Turki di bawah bidang kewilayahan objektif, mempunyai bidang kuasa pelaksanaan atau enforcement jurisdiction atas kesalahan membunuh di mana pembunuhan berlaku atau disempurnakan di wilayah Turki. So ada dua keadaan. Walau bagaimanapun, hujan Perancis itu negara yang mengibarkan bendera, mempunyai bidang kuasa, diterima oleh undang-undang antarabangsa di bawah artikel 97 sub 1 of UN Convention of the Law of Sea 1982. Prinsip kewilayahan objektif juga boleh dipakai dalam kes seperti konspirasi atau undang-undang immigration dan sebagainya. So kita ada DPP versus DOT di mana responden adalah warga negara asing bersalah atas kesalahan konspirasi untuk mengimport dadah ke UK. Perjanjian pakat jahat atau konspirasi berlaku di luar negara. Responden ditangkap di England semasa membawa dadah tersebut. House Lord menyatakan Mahkamah Inggeris punya bidang kuasa kerana kesalahan bersambungan berlaku di England. Disempurnakan di England. Anda faham tak? Maksud yang saya tadi katakan tadi boleh disesuaikan dengan satu kes di sini, iaitu apa? DPP versus DOT berkaitan dengan drugs. So adakah prinsip atau isu drugs ini juga boleh keluar sebagai soalan? Boleh, tapi saya tak pernah jumpa banyak berkaitan dengan drugs. Mereka selalu akan menanyakan tentang kes apa? Kes Lotus saja. I'm telling you honestly, if jurisdiction come, most of the time they will ask question of Lotus. I don't know why. They never go away from Lotus. So many years. I don't know, this year probably they will do or not, I don't know, but they always ask about Lotus. Their mind is only two. Subjective, objektif. Dia always akan letakkan seorang daripada negara luar, akan datang masuk ke dalam satu negara, dia bunuh orang dekat negara itu, dia akan lari. Ini saja soalan-soalan yang selalu saya nampak. Bukan seperti yang recognition punya question. Yang recognition punya question yang kita buat masa exam tu, dia sangat sukar. Dia ada isu-isu yang berbangkit, yang sangat lain kan. Bukan seperti isu berkaitan dengan jurisdiction ini. Okey, nombor 2, isu berkaitan dengan prinsip kewarganegaraan. Prinsip kewarganegaraan yang saya sebutkan tadi, dia lebih berkisar kepada kapal. Ini senang saja tau. Anda kena just choose Lotus ke, dan kewarganegaraan ke, dan pasif ke, dan ada berkaitan sejagat dan sebagainya. So anda ada lebih kurang 5 saja, 5 only. So di bawah prinsip kewarganegaraan selalunya dia berkaitan dengan cara untuk pemberian kewarganegaraan itu. Contohnya untuk kewarganegaraan kapal berkaitan dengan artikel 91 92 UN Convention on the Law of the Sea yang berkaitan dengan sea, bahawa kewarganegaraan itu adalah berdasarkan kepada pendaftaran. Apa yang susah kan? Kita boleh tahu dengan senang. Pendaftaran yang menentukan segala-galanya. That's why wherever you go, you will see the word of pendaftaran, registration, always there. And that's how it's happened to be on Article 92 on Statute of Kapal. Setiap kapal mengibarkan bendera saja diberi bidang kuasa sepenuhnya atau eksklusif di laut lepas. Something to be pondered on the issue of the flag. That's what stated by the said France, because they are claiming that that is their own sovereignty because they got exclusive rights in the said high sea. So still argumentative because high sea actually a place yang tak ada apa? Tak ada bidang kuasa. Kerana anda tahu kan, dengan logiknya pun anda tahu yang orang yang selalunya macam suka pergi cruise kan, mereka tahu walaupun dia tak main dia naik cruise bukan maksud semua orang pergi cruise dia main kasino juga. Tak. Dia hanya akan membuka kasino itu di mana? Di laut lepas. Di high sea. They won't open the casino at the perairan Malaysia, you know. If you all pernah, macam saya pernah ikut kawan saya, macam kawan saya membawa saya lah, macam saya dengan dia pergi dalam cruise naik dekat Penang, and we went lah. And then there's a time, one time bila dia lepas laut lepas tu baru dia akan open the seat casino, macam tempat diorang main dan sebagainya. So itu ada satu lah yang mereka main. Okay, so itu ikut orang lah, siapa dia suka dia main, dia nak pergi main lah. Siapa suka makan dia boleh makan sepenuhnya, dia akan bagi buffet lah. You open the buffet, you want eat, you go eat lah. Macam saya orang yang suka sangat makan, so go and eat lah. Pleasure adalah makan. So that is another type of that. So understanding it is, I understand through that lah. But also I ask a question. Penang in Indonesia is it is considered to be, can say it is laut lepas because if PD and Indonesia, can we determine where is laut lepas? There's one person asked me this question. PD and Indonesia, Penang high sea can be related because they are the ocean kan, lautan Hindi dan sebagainya ada kan, berdekatan kan, if not mistaken lah. But how about Malaysia, PD and also Indonesia? Can we determine that laut lepas? Very logic question, right? Someone asked me related to fishery, you know. I got another person who expert in fishery. He also expert in international law. Damn good international law. He done his master at UIA, his specialist. He studied with the author of the book. I think you all know who's the professor. It's a professor who now in University Islam Antarabangsa, very famous for the international law. So I know him personally and he asked me all these questions. So he's open me. Memang tak adalah IC kan dengan Indonesia, dengan kita yang PD dengan Sumatera itu mana ada IC kan, tak ada nautical mile. Nautical mile dia kena berapa? 15 nautical mile, right? True. Baru jurisdiction kita kan. So ini semua adalah daripada pandangan isu berkaitan dengan apa? Cara-cara kita menentukan tentang kewarganegaraan berjeniskan kepada kapal. Kapal terbang dia kata artikel 17 1944 International Chicago Convention. Macam anda yang pergi ke dalam exam nanti, you all cannot bring your United Nations UN Charter. You cannot bring your statute. So you all have to remember all this, you know. So how you going to remember? First one I told already. Lotus case, remember Lotus case, remember the objective. Okay, then you got Ichman. Ichman later lah. You think about the Joyce all, you think about later lah. Okay. How you remember the said kewarganegaraan kapal? So you have to know the 91 and 92 UN Convention on the Law of Sea. So if I say law of the sea, if I say law of the sea, anda will know that is a kapal laut. 91, 92. Okay, UN Convention on the Law of the Sea, 1982 on ships and nationality. Then you got the article 17, 1944 International Chicago Convention on International Civil Aviation. Have to remember. So 91, 92, 17. If you all remember 91 and 92, Law of Sea. Then 17 on Chicago Convention on Law of Aviations. Remember that. Then you go into the kewarganegaraan syarikat, no need to scared about it because anda sudah pun mengenal Barcelona transaction ataupun traction. Barcelona traction related to isu berkaitan pendaftaran ataupun isu berkaitan dengan satu share dan pembelian share dan sebagainya kan, berkaitan dengan syarikat. So bila syarikat itu didaftarkan di dalam sebuah negara, maka itu ialah pendaftaran bagi syarikat tersebut. Ini selalunya berlaku dengan kaitan apa? Company Act of the said country or the said domestic law. So contohnya Company Law, Company Act 2016. Okay, now you are going to have 2024. Those days got one, 1965. That was to 2016, now going to be 2024. 2016 say how to register. When you register your company, and it be private or it could be berhad, but registration done in Malaysia, maksudnya itu ada pendaftaran. Maka itulah syarikat yang ada kewarganegaraan berkaitan dengan Malaysia. Bagaimana pula dengan individu? Ini sangat penting. Kerana dia ada satu jargon you all need to know yang saya sudah pun berkata daripada tadi, preskriptif satu, enforcement law, preskriptif enforcement law, dan later anda ada isu berkaitan dengan extended territorial jurisdiction, dan sekarang anda ada satu lagi jargon iaitu genuine link. Very important when you all write genuine link. Many students will read, they don't know where is the jargons, where is the legal terms, because when you read international law, all look like same. Because everything like bombastic words, when you read all the books, Martin Dixon, DJ Harris, all that, when you read, you just go like that. But genuine link means what? Satu perhubungan tulen, genuine link. So sometimes they will use in bahasa perhubungan tulen, tapi tak perlu, jangan buat tu. Satu lagi cara untuk kita menang hati pemeriksa adalah dengan kita buat pembuka kata, penutup kata. Kita guna apa? Genuine link di antara negara dan individu. Kita ada dua prinsip, jus soli dengan jus apa? Sanguinis. So anda ada sanguinis tersebut. Jus soli dengan sanguinis tersebut, di mana jus soli dia lebih kepada di mana dilahirkan. Sanguinis tersebut dia lebih kepada di mana keturunan itu, iaitu di mana ibu bapa dia menjadi warga negara. So negara kita menghalang kepada penguatkuasaan prinsip jus soli di waktu Malayan Union. Why in Malayan Union they don't want this principle jus soli? Why? Why Malayan Union they don't want this principle jus soli? Mengapa? Because you can be in any part of country in the world and you still will become as what? As a citizen of Malaya. Why? Kerana anda di bawah kekuasaan Queen, di mana Queen ialah ketua kepada Commonwealth country. So apabila mereka mengibarkan bendera Union Jack mereka, Britain sudah pun berkuasa. Bila Britain berkuasa, maka keturun bangsa ataupun maka warga negara itu wujud pada tahun berapa? Wujud pada tahun what is the year? Wujud pada tahun yang mana adanya isu berkaitan dengan Malayan Union, 1946. So 1946 is Malayan Union, 1948 ialah apa? Ialah lebih kepada Persekutuan Tanah Melayu. Di mana in this time 1946 to 1948 kita ada Kongres Melayu pertama, Kongres Melayu kedua, isu berkaitan dengan pembentukan UMNO berlaku untuk menghalang kepada apa? Menghalang kepada pembentukan prinsip jus soli dibuat di negara ini. Maka prinsip jus soli ini sangat berkaitan dengan kita. I just want to tell you all salingan a bit, one story about Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi having ticket, first class ticket, is traveling to Africa. Bila dia sedang travel dekat Afrika, right, first thing he fight is appetite in Africa, his history he is a attorney, lawyer, peguam. Beliau ada tiket kelas pertama, tapi beliau dikatakan oleh the ticket master untuk beliau turun daripada kereta api tersebut kerana isunya ialah beliau ini ialah seorang bukan berkulit putih. He's not white. So when he's not a white person, he's supposed to not use the first class. So dia kena turun. But Gandhi was arguing on the principle jus soli. Our Mahatma Gandhi arguing on principle jus soli by saying that I am the citizen of the Commonwealth country. I'm citizen of the country ruled by the Queen. He used that word, When he say that, that means what? He's the person own the nationality of the state what? Prinsip jus soli tersebut. That is the genuine link. So when you all prove your genuine link, then only anda boleh buktikan bahawa adakah negara itu memiliki hak terhadap siapa? Hak terhadap that's it. Kapal, syarikat, or individu dan sebagainya. Kerana kita sedang bincangkan isu berkaitan dengan apa? Kewarganegaraan. So prinsip-prinsip ini boleh dinampak dalam proses natural juga. Di mana anda boleh nampak berkaitan dengan Joyce versus DPP. Okay, another process yang ada isu berkaitan cara mereka memegang the passport. Okay, dia adalah siapa? Dia US, Joyce ini US. But dia berketurunan British. Telah menyebarkan propaganda Nazi. See, he actually an US citizen, but he is on the blood of British, but he is I don't know, maybe why, I don't know. Some people like that, they maybe have more influence to Nazis that time. So they always spread the Nazisms, Bermaksud mereka lebih kepada isu Hitler dan sebagainya. So bila mereka pergi kepada Nazi ini, mereka lebih kepada anti-British mereka lebih kepada anti-British. Dan semasa Perang Dunia Kedua dan selepas perang tersebut, British ingin mengambil tindakan terhadap dia, tapi dia citizen of US, tapi dia pegang pasport British. House of Lords memutuskan keputusan pemilikan pasport British oleh Joyce selepas beliau ke Jerman semasa Perang Dunia Kedua. Satu kesalahan di dalam undang-undang UK untuk satu penyiaran dari laut lepas di mana mengganggu penyiaran tempatan. So those days they can do anything, the signal, connection, all they can be done by the ocean, all that they can do by using their ship. So that's all technology. Even in thought law of thought, there is issue of sensitivity, issue of using the radio frequency from vessel dekat ocean dan sebagainya. Dan ini sudah pun membuktikan dia adalah pengkhianat bagi kepada negara Britain. So House of Lords mendapati Joyce bersalah di bawah pengkhianatan negara. They claim him did wrong. Under the process natural ini yang adanya isu berkaitan dengan pemilikan pasport British. So far clear? So far clear? Dengan jelas nationality?
Okay, sir.
Very good, excellent. So far clear, right? So tadi apa yang kita boleh nampak dengan sesuatu yang berbeza kan? Article 1 Hague Convention on Conflict of Nationality Laws di bawah undang-undang antarabangsa juga menunjukkan bahawa siapakah warga negaranya. Undang-undang ini adalah diiktiraf di negara lain asalkan ia adalah konsisten dengan konvensi antarabangsa. So sometimes people argue on nationality and all that, but they should know the nationality is based from the international law also. So if your nationality can be done in any way, then the problem is you don't standardize yourself with the international level. So kemungkinan kita akan ditanyalah, dipersoalkanlah mengapa kelonggaran itu diberikan untuk tujuan apa dan sebagainya. Disebabkan itu kita ada perundangan berdasarkan kepada perlembagaan untuk memberikan nationality. So tidak boleh diberikan dengan mudah. Okay, tidak bermaksud tidak boleh diberikan kepada siapa yang berhak, tapi tidak boleh diberikan dengan sewenang-wenangnya. kerana ia melibatkan dengan hak rakyat di bawah isu-isu government ataupun international law. Paling penting sekali kes ini yang akan sentiasa ditanya dalam exam, note bomb. Note bomb is very important case because dia ada isu berkaitan dengan, tengok dekat sana, note bomb. You all see note bomb? Menyatakan kewarganegara merujuk kepada satu ikatan yang sah di antara warga negara dan negara. Bermaksud apa? What's the meaning di antara warga negara dengan negara? Satu ikatan means what? Genuine link. So when they have that sentiment negara itu tulen dan sebagainya, that the person is really wanted to be in that said country, that genuine link is being created. That's what they are saying in Nottingham. Okay, that's what they said in Nottingham. Next time I will share the Nottingham, the full fact of Nottingham, but you all just go ahead with this first. Then got trial of Earl Russell, yang mana defendant seorang warga negara UK disabitkan atas kesalahan bigami. Very fundamental, you see. He been accused for bigamy. He married to 2 wives, and he came back to the country, and he's been said accused of doing wrong because dia melanggar isu berkaitan berkahwin lebih daripada seorang. Because there is monogamy, so 2 orang tidak boleh. Okay, di luar negara atau di luar wilayah. So disabitkan atas kesalahan bigamy. Orang bayangkan okay, Malaysia, do we allow bigamy to non-Islam? AMU says what? Or Kanun Keseksaan says what? Can a Hindu marry more than 1 wife? Anyone?
No, sir.
No. Okay, good. That will be against the Kanun Keseksaan. That means you cannot register more than 1. Can you still have common law wife? You cannot register a person, but can you have common law wife? In practicality, do we have any cases on common law wife? Okay, we have to switch our line. We will back with that answer in second link. Okay, let me see in our second link. Kita nak habis this one. Okay then, thank you. Kita jumpa dalam second link ARW. Saya akan masukkan second link.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Hello everyone. Ada lagi siapa belum join? Okay, I was talking on that issue related to the 2 wife. Okay, the 2 wife, common law wife can be happen lah di Malaysia. Okay, common law wife in Malaysia. Sometimes you all know, like common law wife could be also subject to something to do with legality or not. It's a question of they won't get their rights lah. But memang ada. Saya rasa anda pun tahu dalam isu berkaitan dengan ramai banyak kes di sini memang ada isu berkaitan dengan perkahwinan kedua dan sebagainya. Saya rasa anda tahu. Yang itu ialah lebih kepada AMU dan sebagainya. Tapi dalam isu antarabangsa ini memang langsung cannot. Common law wife means a person who not registered lah. Common law wife, that means she can be a second wife. She's not registered. She can be also like she can get the rights. She can get the because like Hindu they just tie the customary. They tie the tali, they tie the knot, but they tie at temple. Then what will happen when they tie the one in temple? Customarily she can be a wife, true or not? But she can't register in the pendaftaran, the JPN. So she probably will get only rights according to the Akta Berswami lah. You all know, right? They got Akta Perempuan Berswami, right? So she probably will get the Akta Perempuan Berswami. One of the contoh I could say is that you are familiar lah. Not saying bad mouthing of somebody and all that. Just for academic purpose, the person is not tak ada lagi. Tapi saya just ambil contoh yang paling terkenal dalam isu orang Hindu. Saya tak nak namakan pun boleh ke? Dia lah Tun lah. Dia seorang Tun. Tapi adanya second wife yang cuba menuntut di mahkamah. So dia akan atau boleh menuntut dengan persoalan apa? Persoalan common law wife. Okay, maka boleh ke tidak nafkah diberikan kepadanya? Ini semua soalan-soalan yang boleh dimungkinkan lah. Tapi tak boleh register sebagai isteri kedua. Kalau buat registration kedua maksudnya fraud lah. Betul tak? Against the system kan. Itu memang tak boleh. Sekarang memang diorang tahu. Okay, manakah tahu ada kesilap-silapnya kan. Okay, next ialah berkaitan dengan prinsip kepribadian pasif. Ini sangat penting. Why? Because this is related to the mangsa. So always they will confuse you with kerakyatan, always they will confuse you with territorial, always they confuse you with the mangsa. Di dalam prinsip ni, sebuah negara berhak mendapat bidang kuasa atas dasar kewarganegaraan mangsa yang sebenar atau mangsa potensi. So they will look into who is the mangsa. Very simple ialah, if you look into the cutting case. That is very simple to understand, cutting case. Why cutting case very simple to understand? Because in cutting case, he was a warga negara US tapi dia menyatakan fitnah terhadap seorang yang berada di Mexico. As you all know, right, Mexico, US will never get along. Why they never will get along? Because US always have problem with this Mexico due to what? Due to migrants, due to the immigrants, due to the issue related to what? Drugs. That's why Trump always want to build that wall. Bina wall because of what? Because of the issue of drugs. Okay, kalau ia boleh berlaku, selalunya ada isu pergolakan, maka isu pergolakan ini adalah dalam subjek individu tau. Maksudnya, dia telah dituduh dan ditangkap di Mexico kerana melakukan isu berkaitan fitnah terhadap orang Mexico. Apa yang berlaku ialah US semakin bangkit dengan menyatakan bahawa perbuatan itu ialah perbuatan yang tidak boleh dilakukan kerana ia telah pun mencabul ataupun ia telah pun menimbulkan kerisauan dari segi kedudukan diplomatik lah. Tapi memang mereka tak ada hubungan baik pun. Tapi mereka nak juga kenakan tindakan terhadap mereka. Semua jawapan kepada isu-isu ini, saya akan tanya satu soalan yang penting jika anda perkara-perkara ini selepas saya memberitahu lagi dua kes lagi yang penting. US versus Eunice. That case thought itu tak berjaya di bawah tindakan itu kerana apa? Kerana orang yang nak tuduh itu pun telah pun tak nak lagi tuduh American tersebut. So orang ayahnya cutting telah dibebaskan, mangsa thought enggan meneruskan tindakan lah, simple. The US versus Eunice ni anda akan nampak di mana seorang Lebanon yang lain merampas pesawat Royal Jordan. So Lebanon one state, Lebanon take another state, hijack another kapal, Jordans. But inside the flight, the plane adanya 2 orang siapa? US, United States of America. So defendant yang ditangkap ni dijatuhkan hukuman di US mengikut kepada bidang kuasa kepribadian pasif, because mereka melihat kepada siapa? Victim, mangsa. So mangsa dia lah warga negara US. Y'all got it dah. So pasif dia lebih kepada melihat siapa mangsa lah. So mangsa negara sendiri, so dia boleh ambil lah. Simple. Next, Achille Lauro, case di mana seorang warga US telah dibunuh, killed by the Italian, sekumpulan Italian. US telah menggunakan prinsip bidang kuasa ini untuk mendapatkan ekstradisi daripada Itali untuk mendakwa ketua kumpulan tersebut. So they managed to do it because they got a relationship, they can ask for extradition and they can send the person, catch the person first lah and send him to the US. So terdapat juga beberapa rujukan kepada prinsip ini sebagai dasar bidang kuasa konvensi antarabangsa yang mana dapat lihat dalam beberapa artikel lah. Still again, you need to remember all these articles. This is the one of the part lah where articles come in. If you cannot remember everything, remember the Tokyo Convention offenses. That one very important. Article 4B, Tokyo Convention of offenses and certain other acts committed on board aircraft, because this is aircraft. Article 9 of the convention, or international convention against the taking of hostage. Article 5.1 of the convention against torture and other cruel, inhuman or degrading treatment of punishment. These all can be come in on the issue berkaitan dengan keganasan penghinaan, and that could cause damages to the people yang boleh dinamakan nanti sebagai victim, mangsa. That's why anda ada semua perkara ini, including the third restatement of United States Foreign Relations Law, merujuk kepada keterimaan ini dan sedang mengaplikasikan prinsip bidang kuasa ini dalam segala kes-kes keganasan. Why they using it? Mostly for hijacking. Okay, so far anda sudah nampak berapa? 3 kan? Tiga-tiga ini cikgu sudah pun letakkan dalam mana? Nota, dalam words. Okay, tiga-tiga ini pun cikgu sudah letakkan dalam nota, dalam words. Nombor 4 ialah berkaitan Ichman. Nombor 5 ialah berkaitan dengan prinsip sejagat. Okay, 4 dengan 5 ini ada dalam anda punya scanning. Nanti cikgu akan buatkan scanning ini untuk anda dan anda boleh membaca ini 4 dengan 5. Paling penting ekstradisi. Extradition ini boleh keluar dalam satu soalan. Dia boleh keluar. Dia boleh keluar satu soalan pun dia boleh keluar. Extradition. So cikgu akan scankan ekstradisi ini dan hantar kepada anda dalam grup nanti. Y'all got it dah? Y'all understand dah? So far y'all can understand this? So far can okay. Everyone put like. Oh, wow, very good. So we got the 4th and we got the 5th lah. So this one cikgu akan sharekan. And I will do one class extra on one of the Saturday lah, not this week, the following week Saturday, so I can cover back the time lah that need to give you all for 1.5 hour, right? So far, if you understand this, you have question, you could ask question on these 3. If you don't have, probably we can end here and we will have one extra classes to cover the time and all that lah on one of the Saturday. Maybe not this week, maybe the following week yang cikgu akan buatkan, di mana let me finish entire notes, put it to your, then we will have something like tutorial, look into the question. And one of the question which shared by, nanti ada masa lagi, one of the students, I would like to put it here. Can we see this also before we go? This question, let me discuss lah bit question. We got time. You all can see that. Okay. This question, I know where you all have to look into it. This is all repeated one, but I don't know which year. This is probably not the latest one, right? Ini latest ke yang kita buat hari tu? Ini ke yang keluar latest kita buat hari tu? Tak kan? Pasal di 25 markah. This old question, right? So tengok dekat sana. The state of dominion is federation consisting 12 states. So you all have to have this kind of a paper. So then only you all can write. The name itself, you all have to write properly. State of dominion consisting 12 states. The Dominion Liberation Army led a successful rebellion against the government of Leon. See, again, you all got the name Leon and all that lah. So Dominion Liberation Army led a successful rebellion against the government of Leon. Ini government, this is government. One of the states in Dominion. One of the state in Dominion. Establishing itself as a new government. That means the Dominion Liberation Army is establishing itself a new government in one of the states owned by the Dominion. It then proceed to claim independence from the state of Dominion. So proceed to claim independence. Okay, then the state of Rhodesia has seizable investment in the state of Dominion. Now Cardassians is coming. Cardassian is coming in. Okay. Now who is coming in now? Cardassian is coming in. So when Cardassian is coming in, okay, thank you so much. Excellent, very good. Oh, we can do that. Wow. Everyone can see here. MU is presenting. Can you all see that? This which year, Miss Emmy? Which year that you are presenting now? The year? Can you type or can you tell? Okay. You all can see the question, right? Okay. So when you all can see the question there, then you all can see the Cardassian seizable investment Dominion upon on the same calendar. Cardassian also good international relationship with the state of Dominion. Okay, now, but it's still aware of the internal struggles and it's always had been with Calenion. Okay, it's internal struggle, it's no lie, it's always had been with Calenion also. Cardassian is contemplating, recognizing Calenion. What is the meaning contemplating? Is it they want to recognize or they don't want to recognize? As the advisor of Cardassia, give one advice and elaborate on the reasoning of your advice. Contemplating. Anyone? What is contemplating?
Almost wanted to recognize.
Okay, good, excellent. So when almost want to recognize, will be what? Is this question merely will be more on recognition? How many issues we can find here? The rebellion who want to be a government, the rebellion have to show what? Simple, right? The answer. The rebellion who want to what? Want to force themselves to be a government can be a government under the seat recognition. Because the Cardassians also want to give them a recognition, right? True or not? Before that, recognition. Before that, why is it somebody like this question been already attempted by our student this year also came exactly same, but people are going more on territorial. People are going more into what they call this kepribadian. People are going into that kind of answer. It's basically you cannot go into the answer because this Cardassia is asking your opinion, whether the Cardassia now can actually give recognition or not. What is the question there? Is it Cardassia asking us advice or not? As the advisor to a Cardassia, give your advice and elaborate on the reason for your advice. Because Cardassia is contemplating recognizing, right? True or not? Very direct answer, right? Betul anda faham? Siapa rasa faham, tak faham? Anyone want to give me idea? Siapa nak bagi idea? You all got my idea or not? Apa yang cikgu cuba terangkan? Anyone got any idea that you want to share? Mr. Shankar, would you like to put some idea? Yes. Is it I can
Yes.
say I can say the Cardisa here is trying to go into a recognition by giving.
Independent. Like Timor-Leste. Cancer.
Okay, excellent. That's the answer. Direct answer. That one is direct to the point. Right to the point. Bullseye is the one. Memang Timor-Leste. But Timor-Leste get that said, why confusion here? Anda kalau baca nota, Anda takkan dapat flow untuk answer. Why Anda takkan dapat flow untuk answer? Because the rebellion now successfully have against the government of Caledon, and one of it, they're trying to establish themselves as a new government. When they're trying to establish them as a government, what they need to do? They need to show on their theory constitutive or declaratory? Is it they need to show on constitutive or declaratory? How are they going to show to the world? Mereka lah declaratory ke ataupun constitutive? If constitutive means mereka kena tunjukkan apa terlebih dahulu. If constitutive means they have to show what? Atau mereka kena dapatkan pengiktirafan daripada luar negara ataupun tidak?
If like declarative like Israel?
Constitutive like Israel. Declaratory? Is it declaratory means they can be declare themselves as a government or country? Because we got two, right? We got two theory. One is what? One is constitutive. Another one is what? Declaratory, right? Constitutive ialah apa? What is constitutive? Is it constitutive? Anda perlu dapatkan pengiktirafan daripada luar negara?
Yes.
Mengikut teori ini,
other country must recognize the country to be state as a country.
Okay, tengok betul-betul anda punya ini teori konstitutif ialah sebuah negara tidak wujud apabila ia tidak diiktiraf. That means memang dia kena diiktiraf. So Sri kata betul, correct. So declaratory konstitutif bermaksud perlu diiktiraf daripada negara lain. Excellent. Declaratory, Sri, what is about declaratory?
Declaratory means once you fulfill all the elements to serve, whether other country tidak iktiraf you pun you sendiri dah a country.
Okay, good, excellent. So can we say that one also can be used in the theory case like Tinoco? Tinoco ada tak? Kita pernah nampak Tinoco kan? Tinoco punya case law berkaitan dengan apa? Berkaitan dengan mengambil kuasa di Costa Rica, lepas tu ada berkaitan dengan grup ataupun satu truk itu yang ingin menggulingkan kerajaan, lepas tu dia merumuskan beberapa kontrak, lepas tu datangnya satu lagi kerajaan baru, lepas tu akhirnya mereka kata kontrak yang mereka masuk pada mulanya juga sah kerana mereka sudah pun mengiktiraf diri mereka sebagai sebuah kerajaan di bawah declaratory. So konstitutif ialah pengiktirafan oleh negara lain. Declaratory ialah anda boleh menggunakan Montevideo Convention untuk tunjukkan bahawa anda sendiri sudah pun menjadi sebuah negara. Dalam isu ini, mereka cuba establish satu government, termasuk mereka nak dapatkan apa? Yang paling penting di sini adalah apa? They want to get what? Self-determination. From whom? From the United Nation or from whom? Self-determination. Normally self-determination they will gain from whom? Establishing as a new government, proceed to claim independence from the state of dominant. Is it there is establishing as a new government, it then proceed to claim independence from the dominant? Is it any self-determination is here? Establishing itself a new government, declaratory, then proceed to claim independence from the states of dominion. Then proceed to claim independence. That means what? Proceed to claim independence. Is it self-determination? Timor-Leste is coming in to be, yes, that's answer. So when you have self-determination, Timor-Leste is coming in, you become a state itself, Now, advice to Cradesia. Can you advise to Cradesia? Is it they can actually recognize the Kalinon now? They can do or not? It's up to them lah. If they feel they want to recognize them after they got themselves as what? As self being a country like Timor Leste, they also can recognize them lah as what? As a country if they want, because immediately if they recognize they are a country, then they will be also can be considered to become a member of United Nation. So it also can be happen in that way lah. There could be so many recognition. So these questions are generally asking whether they can become a country as what? Is it in the use of de jure, de facto? Is it prescriptive and all that lah? Whether they also can be a country in a what? In a self-determination. Whether another country also can recognize them or not. All these are the principles need to be answered. But you need to put some flow there. So the first flow ialah, you have to talk on the issue related to the pengiktirafan, you have to go on constitutive, then you have to go into declaratory, and after you've done that, you have to go into whether it's a de jure or de facto government if you want to talk to. I don't mind if you talk on that also, because later part anyhow you're going to they're going to get determination, or they're going to get independence through self-determination. After they get the independence from self-determination, probabilities for these governments to come and say, you are a new government, I'm welcoming you, you are a government, all that can be done. Because we got the case of Tinoco. Tinoco says any contract you go into with other states and all that cannot be revocable because the government already become a government. Ini akan jadi jawapan lah kepada 25 makan ni, tapi dia banyak isu lah. So you all have to sit and write for this answer, because this one more to recognition. Ini yang keluar dalam kita punya soalan hari tu. Tapi ada juga yang student dia pergi jawab, tapi dia bukan daripada team kita lah. They are not from our team. They are from other team lah. They gonna answer a lot of things lah. Actually, they can answer everything, but the thing ialah whether they got time or not. I don't know how they get the time to answer everything. I didn't read the answer yet, but been told lah that they can touch in any other aspects lah. So itu saya rasa depend. Macam mana anda menjawab? Kita tak nampak lagi kan jawapan-jawapan tu kan. So saya pernah try jawapan ini, boleh try hantar kepada cikgu. Saya rasa I have done justice for this question by just go into the theory first, not and the flow. And not just given the answer and all that. Probably I can do one answer, or let me share my idea on bullet point and all that to you all lah, third year mah. But still I need to give some answers lah. Nanti cikgu akan update answer lagi. Okay. So any question that you like to ask?
So this question almost similar with our recent test questions, right?
Yeah, almost same. All about Tinoco. So I think their favorite question will be one of it, the Tinoco. They want to know whether we understand the said recognition or not. Tapi recognition not difficult. Tapi issue dalam ini ialah their self-determination is always there. That's a catch lah. Because they want to get independent, establishing itself as a new government, then it proceed to claim independence. That's a catch. That's why UM always I read a lot of questions now. I try to understand and digest them. I can feel that they nowadays very obvious. When they do question, there's something hidden. They call what? Read the line between. They will say that the proverb, English proverb kan, the fine line in between. Dia macam tu lah sekarang. So kita kena sangat berhati-hati because we are chasing for 60 marks. 40 marks kita akan berjaya. The 40 marks, you all don't worry. That's the University Malaya has to look into it lah, carefully lah. 40 marks tu kita memang dah berjaya. Tapi yang 60 marks, hopefully our 60 marks yang kita kena kejar itu, kita kena kejar dengan baik. Because how many questions you need to answer in your final? For new cohort, that already answered online, 3. For the old cohort, you have to answer 4. For the new cohort, they will answer probably 3. So kita akan jumpa in next class, and I will give more hours lah. Kita akan buat lagi kelas tambahan Sabtu. See, it's nice to attempt question and we see question. Thank you for the question. And any questions you all want to ask?
No,
Ada. And okay then, everyone. Thank you. Good night. See you.
Thank you, sir. Good night. Good night.
sir.
Thank you.